Hey, what's going on, everybody? Riggs here, KO Arcade. Today I'm doing a review of Shell Shock Live, and I saw some YouTube videos and different gameplay, and I'm like, wow, that looks oddly familiar. And so I downloaded the game from the Steam store. It's not expensive, and it's technically it's still in beta, but I wanted to go ahead and do somewhat of a little review, kind of like a little overview of what it is. And I did play a little bit of it to get some kind of feel for it. And but they have single player, they have campaign, skirmish. You can add your friends. All sorts of pretty cool features. Multiplayer, all sorts of stuff. Now, when you first open the game, though, it's very loud. I have my sound down to 10%. No music, obvious reasons why. But when I first opened the game, I mean, I think the actual sound was only at 50% or something like that, and it was just like blowingly loud. So, for the explosions and stuff, it's probably really cool with like headsets or your surround sound and stuff like that. So I'll give it, on the sound quality, it's pretty cool. So we'll jump right into I'll just going through some of these, the starting missions, just to see what they have. Destroy enemy tanks and targets. So you have items that will drop, teleport, EMP blast. Some of these are pretty self-explanatory. Some of them I don't really know what they do. I think the EMP blast, obviously I know what that is. Jetpack, you can fly further. So you got a bunch. They have a ton of weapons. So we'll do an airstrike. You hold the mouse button to get your angle right, and then this is how much power you have. So we'll try to line it up. I'm not very good at this right now, but you also have your fuel, and you use your keys to go back and forth, and it's like per turn you get fuel. So we'll adjust, and we'll see if we can get this guy with an airstrike. Nope, I don't think we're gonna get him. Okay, and he's gonna shoot back. Excuse me. So that's what that one looks like. We got cactus. Let's see what earthquake. I don't even know what this does yet. So we'll try that. We knocked him back. Okay. Well, I guess you didn't even need anything for that one. It just kind of goes through stream. We'll just hit fire. And I think we got him on that one. Yeah, we got him on that one. And so you get XP. You do level up your guy, your tank. We'll get a little bit closer here. We'll try doing something else. We'll try to hit him with another airstrike. Let's try that. Let's see if I can get this to work here. Sorry, I'm still fighting off chest stuff. Okay, so missions, the big buttons. It's really not hard to figure out. At first when I was watching other gameplay, it looked like it might have been, they were doing so much, but because you can have so many people play, everybody's doing something, and you have so much time between your shots that you can actually pick what you're going to do and line it up before your next shot if the person that you're going for isn't moving. Yeah, and it gives you like your last trajectory, how much power you used last. So we'll go a little bit harder with this one, see if we can get them. Obviously not. There's a ton of different weapons. And I'll go through. I'm gonna go through some of the other options that they have. and then what this game actually is. If you haven't already caught on, you might not have played it. It's an older game. It's DOS. It was back on like, you know, I used to play Windows 3.1, and we were supposed to be doing typing for pause. Holy crap, I don't know what he just did. He just launched a bunch of stuff. But oh, okay, so that's a pretty sweet one, actually. But I don't know if you guys remember this game at all. This was the original. Scorched Earth had an abundant amount of weapons and like nukes, and for the time it was crazy because you could do multiplayer. You know, you could actually hook it up, you know, and get a bunch of people playing. We had all of our stuff networked at you know, in like middle school or whatever, and we would be playing this instead of pause. And so it's like Scorch on steroids. They took Scorch and they gave it a complete overhaul, and like just, you know, added different guns, different like upgrades, and customization to your tank and to your weapons, how much power, your armor, everything like that. And it's actually a really, really fun game. You know, that was just some of the, you know, you can fast forward through it. Yeah, mission failed, blah blah blah. But what happens is you can click on your tank here, and it gives you your progress on your weapons, maps, and these are some of the upgrades. Your gun level, your chassis, it upgrades your tank's armor, your traction and speed, so you can move faster, probably, you know, with less fuel taken, and then your luck, right there, chance of receiving upgraded weapons. They also increase the amount of loot found in each crate. So there's a lot of stuff I haven't even been through yet, but there's, you know, different skins that get unlocked. I'm not sure about the microtransactions, if there is any. There probably is. You can probably buy, you know, coins and stuff like that. The different weapons that they have, I mean, you know, that are, you have to unlock so much stuff. I mean, so the content is, it's like, believe me, it's like what Scorch would have been back then had they had this. So, you know, they took Scorch and they just said, this is, I remember playing Scorch, and this is pretty much exactly how I would see it evolving. And for those, you know, that don't remember Scorch or don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube it. If you've played this game and you've never heard of Scorch, YouTube it, look at some of the gameplay, and you'll be like, oh my god, it's like, you know, it's crazy. They took that exact shell and they went with it and they made this. So it was just, I just wanted to do a short little like kind of a, you know, review of it, and you know, for what it is, I mean, it's really fun. The replay value is high, multiplayer, chat options, campaign mode, so much content. You can, you know, there's connect with friends really easy. We got into matchmaking really fast. So, you know, I mean, multiplayer, you can join open games, tournaments already, other games that people make, servers, create your own tournaments, and all that stuff. So, for those that do know the, you know, the theme of KO Arcade and RIGGS and the dookie bags, what I say, I would actually give this, you know, a pretty good review. And technically, it's still in beta. So it's not even like, you know, a full release. You know, they're, you know, not a version 1.0 yet. They're getting there, but from everything that they have still, and it's still in beta, It was $7 for all of this, and the replay value, I see it being very high. I see myself playing this with, you know, my friends online, maybe even streaming this. I would definitely give this, probably right now, because it's in beta and I don't know where they're going to go with it. I mean, right now it's sitting at about 4 out of 5 dookie bags. The only reason why I'm taking one away is because I haven't gotten into it enough, and when I first turned it on, that sound was like boom, like right in my face. So it's probably, you know, and because I don't know, I feel like they should have had like a little montage of maybe like Scorch, or like maybe an about the game when it first like pops up, like what influenced them. I know a lot of games take, you know, things, and I know they rehash a lot of movies and they do all sorts of stuff like that. But it was crazy because I saw it and I immediately, like, because I used to play it so much, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. But like, I hope they don't think that this was like, you know, their original idea, which most games, I know with everything out, there's not a lot of it, but they took it, they beefed it up, they gave it these really sharp graphics, and I've got it on the lowest setting right now for graphics. I guess you can, you know, go higher. They give you resolutions, so if, you know, they make it very easy to play. You can start right away, you can go with it. If your computer can't handle, you know, the graphics and the resolution, as soon as you open up the menu, like if I open up like the options or whatever, but you can go, you can play with the controller too. So if you don't want to use that, I didn't. I guess I can't show you, but when you first start the game, it pops up like the quality graphics. What do you want? Resolution. What do you want? Which I think is actually really important, because sometimes, you know, you don't want to get in a game that's lagging, then you got to go to options and set it up. But, you know, this way it asks you right away, hey, this resolution, and you can already just, you know, I like that. I like customizing, and getting it to, if it can use less, if it can look really nice with using less, you know, graphics, your CPU, whatever it is that you're using, then, you know, that's instantly better for me. If I can run more programs or whatever, I have this on in the background, or have other things running in the background right now. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I'd go and check it out. You know, I'm probably going to do some videos on this one, but I just wanted to kind of do a small review of a game that I think is pretty cool. It's got, like I said, a ton of different stuff. You know, I mean, it's really nicely lit. I did watch some of the multiplayer and stuff, and the menus are really smooth. I mean, a big fire button. I mean, look at this. This is almost like one of those old school telephones. Remember, like with the big buttons for like the senior citizens, so they can find them. I hate having to like not know where I'm at with the game. The HUD is perfect. It's right there. Fire, items, weapons, even leave game is a big button, you know, and it just pops right up. Leave match. I mean, it's easy. You can jump in, you can play, go for it. And the developer notes on it are really well written. I mean, they tell you exactly what's going on, the date and everything, and everybody knows if your guys are Pokemon Go fans or not, but developer notes are very important when releasing a game, when you're building a game. You know, letting the players that are into your product or spending money on your product, what's happening with it. So I got a ton of content already for a beta that they say is a beta, a full released game with multiplayer and just leaderboards, community, just tons of stuff. So I'll probably lean towards the 5 out of 5. Actually, the gameplay is really smooth. I haven't found anything that I didn't like about it yet. Like I said, I haven't played it, you know, in depth, but I did do like a multiplayer match. I didn't record it because it was garbage. But like I said, I would definitely recommend this. Check it out. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, thumbs down, troll, whatever. And I'll see you guys in the next video.